Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Let's try this again. I made a little video earlier, but things were going crazy. So, happy Wednesday, guys. I have some things to show you, some things to talk about. So, let's not waste any more time in the introductions. Let's go straight into the video. So, earlier today, I was playing with my brother's puppy, and I wanted to show you guys like some of the nicks and cuts that I have from him, which is understandable once you start playing with dogs because that's what they do. It actually looks really visible for those who are sighted. It looks kind of visible there. It's right where the camera is pointing at. Hopefully you guys can see it. That's one of them. And then I have one right here. Hold on. One right here. Try to get closer to it with my phone. Won't let me. There you go. And right there. And then my hand. I have some right there too. So, and then I have one like on my elbow. I don't know if I can show you guys that though. Yeah, it's like way back there. I can't do it. Anyway, so that's what happens when you play with dogs. I just wanted to show you guys that because that was fun. Alright guys, so we're back. You guys have been commenting the heck out of wanting to hear my dog's story, so we're gonna go ahead and get into that. So my dog was born on December 21st. I don't know the year. She's 13. She's gonna be 13 this year, so do the math. I don't want to, so do it for me. For those who know what year she was born, comment down below, and the first person that comments what year she was born in, I will give you a shout out on the next video. Gotta get, interaction somehow, right? So, she was born on December 21st, and she's gonna be 13 years old this year. And for those who don't have any vision at all, let me kind of give you a little description of, what she looks like, so you guys kind of have a feel of who she is. And this is going to be a long video, so sit down, relax, get you a snack, a drink, because this is going to be fun. Alright guys, so for those who are visually impaired, my dog is a light brown color. Her body is like a brownish, light brown color. I'm trying to think of a good color that would describe what it would look like to a person who cannot see. I have some vision, so it's a little bit difficult to explain the colors to those who cannot see. So it's a light brown color, kind of like a tree, a nice beautiful tree, or something like that. That's the best I can explain it. It's very pretty. It's light brown. Whatever way you can visualize light brown, that's what she looks like. It's very pretty though, not like an ugly brown, like a very nice, pretty, warm light brown. So her belly, underneath her belly and her legs and her face is all white. Her head is brown, but she has some in the middle is like white as well. So it's, split between white and light brown. So, and I could be mistaking the colors. I know she's white, but I could be wrong with the brown. For those who are visually impaired, for those who are sighted, I'm going to go ahead and insert a close-up picture of her face. You're probably just going to see white. I'm going to see if I can find a photo of just like her body. And for those who are sighted, feel free to comment down below of what she looks like for other people to kind of know what she looks like. So there we go. There is the picture of what she looks like. For those who are sighted and can see the picture and can figure out what color her body is and all that stuff, and can comment down with her photo description. Whoever comments with her photo description first will also get a shout out. So let me recap that for you guys. For those who can do the math and could tell me what year my dog was born in, will get a shout out. So if you have a YouTube channel and you would like to get a subscriber shout out, do the math and figure out when she was born. And for those who have some sight and you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and describe to your best ability of what she looks like to those who are blind, visually impaired. And for the first person that does comment with a description will also get a subscriber shout out. If you do not have a YouTube channel but you want to be mentioned in the video, just comment with your first name, your last name, just your first name, whatever you want to be notified as, mentioned as. Go ahead and comment down below, and I will mention those who get the answers right. I'll probably have to do the math later on, because I don't want people to the first comment to be a total lie and be like, oh yeah, she was born this, that, the other. I want it to be real, so I'll have to figure that out later, but I don't want to. So you guys can do that, and then I'll make sure that you guys are telling the truth. So there's her photo, like I said. Now let's go ahead and get the story started. Real quick, go ahead and get up and get you a box of tissues, because there's going to be some crying in this story. And yeah, I would get tissues if I were you. Let's get this story started. So, to recap, born on December 21st, and she's going to be 13 this year. So, we got her from a friend, my dad's friend, I think. And we all wanted a dog. We've had so many dogs throughout, our childhood. We've all wanted an animal, a pet, a dog. We can't have cats because my dad's allergic. So, dogs are the next best thing for us. We didn't, we had turtles. Wait, did we? Yeah, we had turtles, sorry. We had turtles, we had gerbils, we had whatever. We had many animals growing up. But we even had birds at one point. We had fish. Gosh, we went through a lot of fish. So, we went through a lot of animals and pets in our time. But we never had a dog as long as we had this one. We would have a dog for maybe a good few months, and they would either run away or we'd have to get rid of them because the house that the place that we would be living in, wouldn't allow us to have a dog or something stupid. So, we'd have to get rid of them, get them someone else, this, that, the other. And I'm a very, like I said yesterday, I'm the kind of person where I can't. I get very attached to animals, and it's hard for me to, let them go. So, we got her, I think, in January or February. We got her very early, before she was even able to be let go, to be sold. She was not ready to go yet, leave yet. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the camera and make sure I'm getting the right angle and stuff. So I'm moving the camera around a bit. Anyway, so yeah, we got her before, she was ready to be sold. Now, she was the runt of the litter, and a lot of people think that, oh, it's runt of the litter, she's not going to last long, this, that, the other, and, it always seems like the runts of the litter always have the hardest time growing up, and, man, this one has gone through a lot. So, it is insane what the things I'm going to tell you guys is. Like, oh my gosh. So let's start from the beginning. So when we got her, we were going to call her Mellow. I don't know why. It's short for marshmallow, maybe. I don't really know why we wanted to name her Mellow. It was just something that, popped up, and we were like, oh, Mellow, Mellow. It's, she's mellow, she's calm, this and the other. But then we realized that it's not really, it's not really a name that suits her. So we thought of Coco, like in hot cocoa. And I'm over here playing with my cup. Hold on, I'll show you guys. This Ranger Pro cup, and I was playing with this little handle carrier, and my fingers are caught inside of it, so I had to get it out. Sorry, guys. So anyway, as I was saying before I got interrupted by this cup over here, I'm gonna stop messing with it. But yeah, so we thought of Coco. I don't know who thought of it, but we're like, yeah, Mellow isn't the good name for her. I think her middle name is Mellow, but we never, Coco Mellow Rios. It just sounds a lot better. So she was great. She was the sweetest. She is the sweetest. She's not dead. She's the sweetest, cutest little thing. She didn't start barking really until she was like 10 months old, and we don't know why. She just never really barked. She was very quiet, and when she barked, it was like, wow, that's a big bark for someone that never barked before. So, yeah. She would cry at night because she missed her mom and her dad and her siblings, and we used to put her in a kennel, and I don't know the exact ages of my siblings, but I was in middle school or high school, one of the two. I think I was in high school. Like I said, for those who can do the math, go ahead and do it, because I have no idea. I think I was in high school, but it could be wrong. So, everything was good the first year. I think she was a year or 2 years old when we caught 2 other dogs trying to make love to her. So, we soon found out later that she was pregnant, and she had, what was it, 10, 11 puppies? I think it was like 10. Could be 11. I forgot. Either way, so I'm thinking she had 11. Anyway, I don't really remember. So we lived in another house, not this one, obviously, because we just moved in here not long ago. So we had her in the garage, and sorry guys. So we had her in the garage so that she could give birth to the puppies, because the garage was a hardwood floor, and at the time she didn't have arthritis. She was young, So my mom did the calculations, and I guess the calculations were wrong, because she gave birth, I think it was sometime in the fall. I think it was in October, maybe earlier, maybe later. I'm not quite sure. I think it was in like October-ish, but I could be wrong. So anyway, you know, um, she had the puppies. There was like 11 of them, I think, and one was like squished in like the blanket because we had the blankets down there so the puppies wouldn't be born on the cold or, whatever hard floor. And I guess one like was crawling beneath the blanket, and my mom was on top of one of them. She didn't know until it was too late. One of them died. I guess that was, a sign that things bad were going to happen to them. But, we didn't think of it that way. So a few days later, we had my brother and I took her out. We went to someone else's house, and we were kids, so we made up little stories and this, that, and the other, and they told us, you gotta go home. There's parvo or some kind of thing in the grass. It's very deadly and poisonous to dogs. And, we got home and we were like, I didn't think about it. I was like, oh gosh, hopefully she doesn't catch it. But, I wasn't really thinking about it. And the next day, she wasn't feeling good. She was, hiding under the coffee table. She was throwing up. She was, not doing the greatest. And, we were crying and praying over her, and, we had to bottle feed the puppies because, their mother couldn't do it. She could not do it. So we had to buy bottles and stuff like that for the puppies, and so it was at nighttime when we opened up the back, I think it was the back door? Yeah, back door. And it's kind of sad thinking about it because we almost could have lost her. So take out your tissues, because you might cry. I might cry. I hope I don't cry because I don't like to cry in front of people. So if I do, I'm just going to stop filming and cry. So someone opened the back door, and my dog was under my parents' bed, and as soon as she realized that she was going to die, she knew she was going to die. They say that when a dog is going to pass away, they don't want to do it in front of their people. They don't want them to be sad and, die in front of them, so they run off and hide to die, which is the worst thing to do because we want to say our final goodbye. We want to be there with them when they die. Kind of like how we are with other people. If your mom is dying, we want to be there for your mom. If your dad's dying, it's the same thing. But animals see it differently. I guess some people do it too. They're like, I don't want you to be there when I die. But, a lot of people, they want to be around their family when someone's dying. So she ran off. We were surrounded by woods. We were in a dead end kind of neighbor, like a street. So you could go there, but you can't if we were to see a car passing by, we're like, why the heck are you in our neighborhood? Do you live here? Are you visiting? What the heck is going on? Because literally nothing is out here other than the woods. So that is very suspicious if you were to come over to our neighborhood. So we try to find her. We're looking for her everywhere. Probably not. I don't remember. All I know is that she was gone. And the next day, she still hadn't came back, and it sank in that, oh my gosh, maybe she's dead. Maybe she, I don't know if I thought that she was dead. I just knew that she wasn't here, and she might not ever come back. And, I was a wreck. I was crying. I was very depressed. So, and then on Monday, we were going to go to school. I think we overslept because we had to like drive. We had to have our parents drive us to school. But you know, I was in the car, and I don't know why, but the song "No One" by Alicia Keys is a great song. But whenever I think of it, so that's the first song I heard when I was in the car. I don't know why it made me think of her, but I cannot stand hearing that song because it just holds that memory of losing her. And, you know, she almost died that day. I'm getting teary-eyed. I'm not trying to cry because it's not, you know, crying, no. So we were driving to school and that song came on and I was like, man, this song, I guess because it's like, it sounded sad or something. I don't know why. To me it did. I don't even know what the lyrics are talking about. Like, it could be like a love story or it could be like, you know, something totally different. To me, that's a song about my dog and how no one can ever replace her. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm trying not to cry. I'm not crying yet. It's very emotional though. So, anyway, so, you know, I got to school, and I don't know why I remember this. We had to take those forms back to school, back to home, like federal something. You have to get it signed and all that stuff. I don't remember. Federal something form. You had to bring it home and get it signed and such. So my brother, I guess, didn't feel good, didn't want to go to school, something was wrong. So he stayed home, and I guess what from I hear from the story is he heard barking noises, dogs in the woods, and he went to go see what was going on. And he found Coco laying there. He lifted her up. She was so weak that he literally lifted her up, and her body felt limp. And they brought her to the vet, and they were like, yeah, her uterus was swollen. And I guess there was pus inside the uterus. And if it were to have swollen another inch, it would have exploded and she would have died right then and there. So whatever reason he didn't go to school, I'm glad that he didn't, because if he did go to school, he wouldn't have found her and he wouldn't have saved her. I think that, God works in mysterious ways, and he needed him to stay back to get her out of there. So that's one sad story. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys time to blow your noses, cry, all that stuff. If you have a dog, love and appreciate them. If you have any animal, any pets in your family, love and appreciate them. Give them hugs and kisses, and show them that you love them, because trust me, once they're gone, they can never be brought back. They can never be. If you have an animal, they're not gonna. You can never find a replacement. You can get another dog, but the fond memories and love and affection that you have for, a dog or animal will never be brought back by a younger puppy, another younger breed of that dog. So I'm gonna give you guys time to appreciate your animals, love your animals, give them the hugs and kisses and love that they deserve. And once you're ready, once you're calmed down enough and not crying anymore, go ahead and unpause this video. I'll be right here waiting for you. Alright, welcome back. Everyone good? Everyone have a tissue and a, good crying sesh? Hey, if you haven't cried in a while, there you go. Sometimes it's good to let out some tears and some frustration, some anger, and crying sometimes helps. So hopefully, if you did cry, I didn't mean to make you cry, sorry. But you guys wanted to hear the story of my dog, so I'm going to tell you the story. And if you cry in between, it's not my fault, I promise. Anyway. Surprisingly, I haven't cried yet. I think it's because I I don't know. I don't know why I haven't cried. I guess because I'm not in the mood to cry. I'm weird. Anyway, so let's see. After that, we got her fixed. She had to be in the vet for a while because she was half dead. She was, needed to be, treated and cared for and loved so that she could, be herself again. So after that, so we couldn't bottle feed the puppies because, we were going to school, my parents were working, so we brought it up to the vet and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, but we don't have enough staff on to, help bottle feed, so we're going to have to put them down. And we brought them the puppies to the vet, and they had to put them down, which is sad. I think it was a couple days after that she was able to come home. She ran immediately to the garage to see where the puppies were, and it's really sad. You know how when dogs, they kind of cry or make noises in their dreams, we always wonder, what if she's dreaming about them? What if she's dreaming about her kids that she'll never see again because we killed them? It's sad. So, there's that story for you guys. This video is over 25 minutes long, so hope you guys like this one. I might not be vlogging after this because I think this will suffice for a long video already. I don't want to make it too long. So let's see what else. That's one of the biggest ones. She almost died. That's the biggest story of all, is she almost died. She got ran over by a car once. Not funny, but she was okay, but I think she started developing feet problems, not feet, but paw issues, something like that, because she would never let anyone touch her paws or stuff like that. Let's see. There's not much else that has happened to her other than almost dying and getting hit by a car. Trying to think of what else. She's had arthritis, but I think that's about it. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's about it about my dog. So yeah, she is definitely. Oh, wow! I totally forgot about this one. Oh my gosh, this is the second biggest story and the last story. So anyway, as far as letting her go out and potty and stuff like that, we pretty much just let her do her thing. We'd open the door to let her go potty. We didn't put her on a leash or anything. We tried, but she would always pull it and it would break, or whatever. So she always knew when to come home. She never ran away or anything. She knew that she would come back home. So we never really told her to do anything or trained her to go to a specific place. We just let her out, and probably a bad idea, but we didn't think about it. So she would be this is when she was younger. She would go to other people's yards, dig and all that stuff, and we had these neighbors. I think everyone has a neighbor that's we don't like animals in our yards, and we're gonna call the pound on you if your dog is in our land, and all this mess. So yeah, which is understandable. We do get it. I do get it. It is your yard, your place, your house, and you don't want dog droppings or a dog digging up your flowers. It's your place, it's your home, it's the place that you feel more happy and secure and all that stuff. So I completely understand. But taking calling the pound and getting them either taken away from their families, or put down to sleep is not the best option. If you don't like a dog being in your place, the first thing you would do is just come to the family's house and say, hey, look, your dog is, has been seen in my yard 3 times this week. I would really appreciate it if you were to not, if you were to try to, tell your dog to stay out of our yard. And most families, they're like, okay, that's understandable. We'll do our best to, keep that from happening. There's other families who don't give a care and they'll let it happen. But, try asking a couple times. If it gets to the point where you tried and they don't give a care, then I could see why you would call the pound. But to call a pound on a sweet dog that would not hurt, a fly, then I don't really understand that. But anyway, so they kept warning, to call the vet. They did call the vet more than once, and one day they were like, we have to take her away. We've gotten so many calls from them that we just have to take her away. And they did. My brother was home, and sorry guys. My brother was home, and we couldn't do anything. They had to take her away. It was the law. They had to take her away. And so they did, and I was very upset. I was so sad. At first I thought, like, oh, yeah, he's joking. He's kidding. But no, they took her away, and I was so sad. I cried, like, right then and there. And so, they told us, yeah, you can come and get her, when you pay off the fee, I guess. I don't know. A few weeks went by, and we were finally able to get her. Not the problem, but one night, I think it was before we got her, I had a dream that she came back, and it was just, we were watching TV, and it was nighttime, and I was sitting on the floor watching TV, and someone opened the door, and Coco came running in, and I was petting her, and I was telling her how much I loved her, and this, that, the other, and all of a sudden I woke up. This is the heartbreaking part. So if you're about to cry, grab your tissues. Ready? Alright. So, I woke up, and my hand was out, like she was right there. My hand was outstretched, like my brain thought that Coco was there, like my dog was home. And when I realized that she wasn't there, I was so sad. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. This and the other. So we got her, and from what I understand, so when we got her, she was very skinny. We could see, like, her ribs. Like, she was very skinny. She didn't eat. She wasn't happy, playful, nothing. She was just sad and depressed from what we got from the vet, from the pound. There was a worker there. She said that she had never seen any dog so depressed, so sad, and wanting her family to come pick her up. There was dogs there that would whine and cry and bark, but they would get used to living there. They would, live life, and, this, that, the other, but she was just there. She wouldn't eat, nothing. She wouldn't be herself because she missed us. There's dogs out there that will love you even if it comes down to you shooting them because they have to be put down. They're gonna love you from the moment that bullet touches their skin until their very last drop of blood. There's dogs like that will love you until the end. Whether you die or they die, they're going to love you until there's no more loving left. And that's what our dog is. She will love you. She loves us very, very much. Very, very much. So, they told us that, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't play. She was just sat there and hoped that, we'd come get her. Isn't that sad? Like, there's a movie out there called A Dog's Journey, and Our Dog's Way Home, something like that. And it's about this dog. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold this camera, but it keeps on going upwards for some reason. But it's like the movie. I can't even imagine, what my dog would be doing. Just staring off into space, and that's sad. I'm about to cry. That's sad. Oh my god. Sorry. So, okay. No crying. Not allowed. You guys can cry, but I can't. So, we finally got her back, and she looked like she's been tortured. Now, I'm gonna put this out there. They probably didn't do anything harmful to her, but she, like I said, she was skinny. She didn't eat, she wasn't eating, and she was gagging, choking, shaking her head violently. I don't know what they did to her, but whatever they did was wrong. Very hard, very, very bad. I never seen her act like before. They said that they put a chip in her neck so they can track her, which I understand, but like, God, I don't know. They better not have mistreated her, because if they did that, I'm gonna be very mad. And a lot of that mistreatment is because she's a pit bull, and I hate I hate people who say, oh, pit bulls are bad dogs, they don't, this, that, the other. No. It's really sad how adults always tell their kids, don't judge a book by its cover. But yet you're going around judging dogs because they claim to be vicious, bad animals, but yet there's dogs like Chihuahuas who can be vicious. I met lots of Chihuahuas that will growl and bite you until you bleed. And they're tiny little animals. And they're so cute and so adorable. Yeah, they're so cute and so adorable until you get bitten. But yet you want to judge a bigger dog because they're pit bulls and they're made for being vicious creatures. No. Why don't you try to get to know the dog and get to know the owners before you make judgments on animals, creatures? No one should be judged. Anyway, sorry, I had a little rant going, but anyway, like I said, that, so we got her back, and she was choking and coughing, and it was like, what did they do to her? Like, what happened? And they told us that, if this happens again, they would take her away. We'd never get her back, and they would put her to sleep. So I think she learned her lesson, because she never did it again. She would stay, in our yard and this, that, the other. But that's about it. I'm pretty sure I've gone like over 30 minutes. I don't know if I'll be vlogging anymore today because I told this big of a story. So I'm going to go ahead and do the outro for you guys. And I will, actually, scratch that. I'm going to go ahead and stop this now, the story. But I am going to try later on to film me and my dog, or my dog. That way you guys can have like a little end video, and then later on I will do the outro. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and next clip, if you have any pets, join me in giving them some love and affection. Until then, I'll see you guys later.